We are going to understand filtering in Excel. Note that this filtering and sorting, these are very simple stuff. However, we'll introduce a new type of sorting which you may not have seen, is the horizontal sorting. Then we'll see how to write a formula using VLOOKUP function. This VLOOKUP will help you to extract values or extract information from a large data set. Similarly, we will see HLOOKUP. Then we'll see VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP may not be used always. There are some restriction in that. So we'll see how we can use using match and index. So match and index are two different functions. We'll see. And we'll also see that there are some errors in Excel and how whenever you are doing the lookups, what are the errors you can get and how to avoid those errors or how to overcome the errors. First example I am taking is, let's say suppose we have a large data set. So this is like typically a transaction data set for a company. So month, salesman. So it's like, you can understand, it's like a marketing or sales data set. So month, salesman, region, course, number of customers, net sales and profit. So what we want to do is we want to filter based on certain criteria. Let's say suppose you are the manager and you have been given this data. You are interested in finding out in April 2009 and March 2010 what are the sales has happened. So let's say what you will do is, so there's one way what you can do is select anywhere. In fact, anywhere you can select in the data. So this data is like large data. You can see it has like around 500 rows, and here you will see that there's a filter button is available. So the sort and filter is available. So we can click on sort and filter. Now the sort and filter is used a lot of time. So I would advise you to get a shortcut for this. The shortcut for this is Control Shift L. So to get the shortcut for any of this thing, you can see if you hover over filter, see this Control Shift L is the shortcut for this. So what I will do is either I can click here and click on this filter. So once I click, you can see these icons have come. These icons are the down arrow icons. If you click there, you can filter the values. Okay, that is one way. Or you can press anywhere and you say filter. Again, I didn't click here. This is, let's say suppose here I have clicked. So cell C52. Even when I click on this filter, you will see that it has automatically brought the filter here because it understands that this is the header and these are the rows. So filter has come over here. So if I click, I can do the filtration based on my requirement. Note that there are many inbuilt filters are available to you. As an example, let's say we want to filter on the number of customers. So number of customers, I can click on number filters, and here I can see that there are various options are there: equal, not equal, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, between, okay, top 10. So this is like if you want to know the top 10 values, if you want to know the above average values, you want to know the below average values, then you can select this. Or you can create your own custom filter. So custom filter, if we click, it will be one of these options will be available. So suppose as of now I want to know the number of customers, let's say greater than 2. So here it is, let's say greater than, but if you want greater than equal to 2, you can select. So equal, does not equal, greater than equal to, less than. So all those values are there. Okay, so let's say greater than I have selected and I say okay. So see, once the filter is applied, it has this icon. Okay, so the normal icon is this without filter. With filter, the icon changes to this one. That means filter funnel icon will come. It means filter has been applied. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now, so we have many conditions you can put. So this is a very simple. You can put the conditions greater than, equal to, top 10. Let's say above average. I put the filter. So what will happen is once you apply the filter, the number of rows will change. It will not be the same number of rows. So see, currently the number of rows has become 226. It is not some 500 odd rows. And you can also see the gap here. See, 227 and then 230, then 233, then 235. So there are gaps here. So the rows are hidden. So rows are hidden because of the filtration that we have done. So you can actually unhide, but that is not a good way to do. Just wanted to show you that the rows are hidden. And so this directly, and then you can have some text filter also. So as an example, salesman. See, this Excel is very smart. It has identified here number filters because this column is number column. It has identified salesman as text because these are text values. Same way region is, it has identified as text. Course, it has identified as text. Profit, all this, it is number. So it is smart in that sense. But this is date. So what it will do is, see, it has identified this as a date filters. Okay. Now date filters, I have, like, there are many different type of filters you can have. So before some date, after some date, between some date, okay, or week wise it can give, month wise it can give, quarter wise it can give, okay, year wise it can give, okay, or you can have your own custom filter. So you can say is equal to, after, before, etc. So this is auto filter. However, many times if you are interested in, let's say, filtering only for this April 2009 and March 2010, rather than writing this date filters, what you can do is you can manually do. So you can uncheck this and go to 2010, we want March. So you can manually select March. 2009, we want April. 2009 you can select and you can say OK. So it will give you only March 2010 and April 2009 values. Now, I don't recommend this in case of these values, customer, sales, etc. I would recommend you go with some number filter. However, still here also you can see those values. Here you can see those values. If I, let's say, clear all the filter, so you can clear this filter from here. If you clear the filter, you can see those values and you can actually check those values. But I highly recommend you to use formula in case of numbers. Date, you can use formulas, you can use this manual also. In case of salesman, if I say, okay, find for all the salesmen whose name is starting with S. So you may be thinking of doing this 3 and pressing OK. But rather than that, what I will do is I will ask you to create a text filter. So text filter, then you say starts with. So here equal, does not equal, begins with. So you can say begin with S and you say OK. So it has done the work. So I would highly recommend to use this instead of like manually selecting. But yes, if you have 1 or 2 values, you can manually select. That is also fine. So you should know in your tool, both are available, text filter and manually selection. Right? So you can apply all this in the filter. Let's move to, so please know that you have to experiment with yourself, then only you will learn more.